Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here, as the recording of this Wednesday, May 14th, 2025, also known as my last day here in Mexico City. I will be departing you later this afternoon and heading to LAX for an undisclosed amount of time. Well, I'll be undisclosed amount of time in SoCal, but I have a few hours to stroll around, head down to the Zocalo, maybe get a couple last minute souvenirs, give a room tour, show the hotel I'm staying at, and just peruse around Mexico City before I need to get my luggage and make my way to the airport to head back to the US of A. I'm inviting you to join me throughout the course of the day. Shall you? Bags all packed up, ready to rock, so when I get back I can just grab a ride share, head to the airport, but I do have some time, I have a few hours. The head of the bed there, you got a little piece of artwork, or a photograph I should say, of the art museum down the way. I've showed that a couple times over the course of this trip, about a week, give or take a day I've been here. I'm on a very touristy kind of spot, so I've got the mirror over there, a little desk, a TV that I never turned on. This is a very busy touristy strip down here. Right now, not so much, because it's kind of a little earlier. There's also a Crocs store. On travel days, whenever I fly, I always wear Crocs and not tennis shoes because they're easy to slip on and off. Maybe I can get a little gibbet, a little character for, here in Mexico City to go on my Crocs before I depart. But this is the road I was staying on. It is not open to traffic, even though sometimes you'll see like a motorcycle or something drive down it, or a scooter, but it's mostly just for people walking. Pretty nice shower, a little sink, commode, all that. Now keep in mind I have been here. This is not freshly checked in by any means, but there's the shower, there's the sink, there's the toilet. You have this little door here that kind of pulls out, a little step up, just so that you don't trip here on that angle. Yeah, I really like this room. It got a little noisy, especially over the last weekend. Weekdays not so bad, but during the weekends, that road down there is an incredible beehive of activity. Buskers, street performers, musicians. So it got pretty loud until like 1 a.m. every night. But it was okay. I managed. The name of the accommodations right there, the Hotel Ritz. Looks like established in 1930. And yeah, it's in the historic Central District, which is over near the Zocalo. Yeah, my room was down on the end. I love when you walk to the elevator, you got a lot of these historical photos that I passed every day when I was here. This was back from 1910. The cathedral right there, 1920, I believe that is. This area here is the Zocalo. I mean, I'm saying that not as the cathedral, I believe it's the entirety of the neighborhood, or the vicinity, I should say. Look at this streetcar. 1920 there. Like this angle here, this little open air veranda, the lanai. And then you have the Tino Americana skyscraper there that I went up in the other day. You got this little painting of a bird. Then you got some beautiful tile work here, looking downward. Yeah, I did a lot while I was here. Really happy with my trip. Like another country off my list. Doing a country every month this year, and possibly into next year too. Just gotta keep traveling. But also trying to mix in other things in the states that I enjoy doing. Trying to have a nice balance, a nice mix. I feel like I'm really giving myself a good mix of US and international stuff this year. Down a few floors to the lobby. The lobby's technically on the second floor. Kind of overlooking the area here down this road. Hotel Ritz, right there, established 1930. Again, showing some of that. I really like staying here. The only thing I would say that would be, the only thing I could think of would just be how noisy it is on that street on the weekends till really late. But other than that, really nice accommodations. There it is back in the day. There's the sign, Hotel Ritz sign. Yeah, nice little spot. This is the lobby. Check-in lobby on the second floor. You have to take 2 series of elevators. One from the ground floor up to the lobby, and then another elevator up to your rooms. And then you walk down these stairs to go outside. All right, the Croc store. They had some little gibbets that were specifically for Mexico, but they were in like a pack of 8. I didn't want to get like a pack of 8. They didn't sell them singularly, so no luck on that one. All right, nice little stroll. It's kind of warm today. The temperature has been a little different each day, and it's different times of the day. Like definitely when the sun goes down, it gets a lot cooler than it is during the day, which sounds ridiculous when I say that out loud, because that just makes common sense. But in Florida, at certain times, it's hot all the time even when the sun goes down. But here, I just kind of noticed once the sun goes down, the temperature drops considerably. Saying that out loud sounds pretty ignorant. I don't know, the sun just feels way hotter here. It's only 79 degrees, but it feels way warmer than that. No clouds in the sky. Maybe it's because it's extremely more south than what I'm normally used to. Maybe it's because it's a 7,000 foot elevation and you're closer to the sun. Again, I'm not an expert on meteorology. In fact, I'm not even a novice. In fact, I know nothing about meteorology, but that's, the sun feels hotter here than other places. Kind of feels like Ecuador hot. Not as hot as Ecuador hot, but hot. Yeah, that has been your don't listen to me about information when it comes to weather report. Just going off of personal feelings on the how it feels. Check out the street vendors one last time. Again, it's a Wednesday right now, but this is like something you'd see in the States on a weekend, but they have this every single day. Every day. Oh, food needed today. No street vendor snacks. I ate plenty of tacos yesterday. What's that noise? There are some ruins back over here that I didn't get to check out. I think I'm gonna walk over there and check out so there's that low-hanging wire. Check out some ruins that are back over here through the street vendors. Yeah, take a look at this. I think there's a way to get down there, but look, kind of leaning over this little plexi here. There's like a carving of like a snake right here. The base of these old ruins. Massive chunk, massive footprint here. It's on the back side of that cathedral there where all the vendors are. What I really like about Mexico City is you see these signs that say WC right up there, that banner. That means restrooms. Those are baños. And you pay 10 pesos, which is just a coin, and you have access to the restroom. Unlike some big cities that you cannot find a restroom, ever. Los Angeles being a perfect example. Unless you go in a place like a sit-down restaurant or something. Sometimes you even go in like quick service places that they won't have restrooms. But here, these are on like every couple blocks. You just pay the coin and you have restrooms everywhere. I wish more places would just do that. It's a good idea. It really is. And street vendors, anything you want, you can get. It's everything's out. Everything's here, just right on the streets. Every block, street vendors. It's going to be weird to leave here and go to places that don't have street vendors because I'm so used to them this whole time I've been here. Holy cow. Look at this road. Speaking of street vendors, this is next level through here. This is incredibly hectic through here. This is hectic to the 10th degree. Yeah, this is something. Then you got cars driving through here, bikes, vendors, selling things. I don't know where the entrance to the museum is, or the thing. I'm thinking maybe like right over there, possibly. Maybe over here. People are yelling at me, trying to cross the road. I don't know, this guy is yelling at me, trying to cross. I don't know where the entrance to this museum is, or the ruins. I don't know how to get in there. I think I need to go back the other way, see if this is possibly the way to get to it, because it definitely was not the way I was just going in. Not that way. Hey, how the heck do you get in here? I was over there. That road was wild. How do you get in here? I love all the carvings though. Got the carvings there. Carvings down here as well. I made it in, found the entrance. I didn't have to walk all the way around where I did. So back almost where I started. 100 pesos to get in here. Not a bad deal for a little history. At the different phases, this is phase 3. Temple of Mayo. El Templo Mayo. They have this water drainage system that they set up, as shown here. That'll take the water, take it out of the temple area and down this little section here of brick. Yeah, this is amazing. This wasn't far from my hotel, and I had seen it from a distance, but I didn't really get as close as I did when I was walking by there a moment ago over to go into the other neighborhood. I didn't realize how expansive this is and how wonderful this is, or how much is in here. This is phase 2, so it looks as if this was, the original, well, the second iteration of it. And then going back behind where I'm at, they created the other phases, the phase 3 and the phase 4. These carvings, though, look at this. Look at that relic right there. And a really nice view of that cathedral there as I climb up these stairs. But yeah, you get up here, you get a really good view of the cathedral there. Look at that. That may or may not be the thumbnail right there. It may or may not be. There it is. Magnificent. Mexico City. My 6th country this year. I did 2 in January, and I've done 1 every month since then. Stay in that course for one a month. And as time goes on, I might do 2 a month, but for now, 1 a month. There we go, a little shade through here. You can also hear some church bells or a clock tower in the distance. See they're doing a little work down here as well. That over there is a wall of skull carvings. Take a look at that. Great Temple, that's what El Templo Mayor means, or the translation. And the Metropolitan Cathedral, which is the one that was just ringing those bells. The bells have rang, and now chimes. The chimes. Manuel Gamio. Manuel Gamio. Alright, stepping inside a little museum here. also on property. Here's a little closer view of the skull wall. Guy's getting some photos, taking it very seriously. That is fascinating. It's like they're 11 high, if I'm counting correct. 11. Yeah, 11 high, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 22 across. It's a lot of skull carvings. I could use a water, however. Starting to get a little thirsty. Definitely that sun coming down. Definitely got to stay hydrated. Instead of getting water, I went with Gatorade with electrolytes. Gatorlight. Yeah, need some hydration. It's hot. I don't believe I've been in this cathedral yet. This is right next to my hotel. Love all the carvings. You can see how they put like mesh around a lot of them to keep from, any of the debris that's chipped off over the years from falling on anyone walking by. That is no exception there with the mesh carving. Might start heading to the hotel now, relax for a little bit, then get my bags together and start making my way towards the airport. It's also so interesting to not have any idea about an area or a place or a section you're going to be staying in. When you stay somewhere for more or less a week, you start to get very familiar with your surroundings and the neighborhood. And I'll always remember this street right here and the hotel I'm at here in Mexico City with the view of the skyscraper there, the Latino Americana. My hotel's right up here on the right, the Hotel Ritz. In fact, you can see the flag right there that says Hotel Ritz. Back to the room, grab my bags, and start heading to the airport. I just checked out and now heading out of the Hotel Ritz, down to street level, grab a ride share, go over to the airport. Just ordered one, should be here momentarily. 130 pesos will be the commute time. Well, price-wise, not commute time, it'll probably take 20 minutes. Pick up in 1 minute. Waiting here on the corner. I think this might be him right here in the blue car. Yep, right there. That's fine. All right, made it over the drop-off point. Yeah, it was a hectic mess traffic-wise, even the first probably 2 miles leading up to the airport, and then leading over to kind of bottleneck traffic-wise to get over to this drop-off point. I made it. A lot of traffic here in Mexico City. I flew Aeromexico from LA to here. Oh, it's okay. But I believe I'm taking Delta back. Both booked through Delta, but I believe I'm actually going to be on a Delta airliner back to LA. But I won't know until I get to the gate. That was an incredibly simple security checkpoint. The grand total of about 3 minutes to get through that. Transfer souvenirs before departing. Some sombreros here. Just a little asterisk next to the on time. Technically it was delayed 10 minutes, but nothing dramatic. 10-minute delay, which is just probably just a little hiccup in the flight. Snacks. Oh, look at these little donuts are on the shelf, almost like a with the M&Ms. I don't know if I've ever seen that, like donuts in a bag like that. They're next to like the Lifesavers, right? An interesting waiting area. Look at the little circles there on the roof and over on the walls. 58 is the one I'm looking for. This definitely is not open air, but it looks like it could be open air with the little circles. All right, as I was scanning in, they let me know, make sure there are no spices or powders. No spices or powders allowed on the plane. Do I have any spices or powders? I said no. No spices or powders. Sitting in seat 5D. Got my headphones on. Still got the cap on. This cap is making it out of Mexico. Didn't think it would, but it is. This cap is making it out of Mexico. Don't know how much long after that it'll make it, but it's not the best hat. It's almost like cardboard. It looks way better than it actually feels. It's not uncomfortable, but if you grab it and kind of pop it, it's like cardboard. It's like a cardboard hat. It's like an $8 hat. I guess right, that was the right plane. Yep, it's Delta, not Aero Mexico. Even though I'm flying out of Mexico.
Please place all hands on the seat in front of you. If you have two more.
prioridad en este vuelo es una experiencia segura, limpia y cómoda para ustedes. Por su seguridad, por favor, permanezcan sentados con los cinturones de seguridad abrochados en caso de encontrar. Tenemos opciones de comida en nuestro menú Flight News, bebidas alcohólicas disponibles para la venta. Le recomendamos que las leyes federales prohíben el consumo de cualquier bebida alcohólica que haya traído a bordo con ustedes. Puede ahorrar un 20% y obtener el doble de millas usando su tarjeta de crédito de Mastercard de American Express. Para pagos a bordo recomendamos pagos en contacto con Samsung Pay. Si hay algo más que podamos hacer para mejorar su experiencia en el vuelo, por favor no duden en informarnos. Ahora por favor relájese y disfrute de este vuelo de 3 horas con 30 minutos hacia la ciudad de Los Ángeles.
Crossing the border right now.
seatbelt entry table are in their upright and locked position, and they all are resting in a resting position. If your seat has a video monitor exit from the arm exit, it must also be stored at this time. Please ensure load your devices such as laptop or storage stand in the back of the seat in front of you. They may not be stowed shooting pockets. You may continue.
Successfully landed. Back on U.S. soil. I'll show my passport and go through the whole process of Customs and Border Protection. Los Angeles International Airport, Tom Bradley International Terminal. Welcome to the United States. Please have your documents completed and ready to present to officer. I can't film in here though, so see you after. Took a grand total of about 8 to 12 seconds. There was no one in line for customs. And it's all facial recognition. I didn't even have to show my passport. Facial recognition, I got the green check. The guy goes, "You're good to go." That was it. Holy cow, that was amazingly smooth and fast. I was expecting way worse here at LAX. That was 10 seconds tops. Ooh, I can already tell weather is a little less humid here. So I need to grab an Uber to where I'm going. But I gotta take a shuttle to get over to the Uber area. It used to be at LAX, all the ride shares, Lyft, pickup, Uber, etc. You can pick them up from right here, but that's no longer an option. They don't pick up in the horseshoe anymore. That's what I call this area of LAX, the horseshoe. It's just like LAX is like a big horseshoe the way the road goes around. However, I am not the only one waiting in this area. It's gonna be a full bus. If there's any way I'm gonna get on this one, to be completely honest. I'll wait my turn. Yeah, I made it on. Crammed, but I made it on. I kind of like the whole process of traveling. All the different things you have to do to get where you're going. There's something about it is just, I don't know, something about it I like it. Sometimes it's very stressful, but it's a multi-step process. Getting a ride share to an airport, well, checking out of a hotel, getting a ride share to an airport, going through the checkpoints, getting on a plane, landing, getting off, getting on a shuttle, getting over to a completely different property, to grab an Uber, to get to your hotel. The fact that you can be in one country in the morning and then another country later at night before the sun goes down. It's fascinating. Air travel really is something. Alright, made it over to the taxi, Lyft, Uber area. The sun will be setting soon. Look at how many stickers are over here. Look at this. This is like a sticker slapped section right here. All the way up the pole also. I mean, that is next level of sticker slappage. On the poles here. I guess they don't care that people are slapping stickers. So really it's not that far off property. I guess it's probably still technically LAX, but it's like a 10 minute ride, even though you can see it from here because it's just slow going, but yeah. Right, I've ordered an Uber over here at 22A. I'm gonna head to my hotel. That's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog. I'm back in the States. I'm in LA. The vlog is over. Well, I felt inclined. I don't usually do this, but considering that there's like 8,000 others, bonus footage. 22A, zone 22A, right over here next to this pole, right next to this very interesting patch on the ground. Zone 22A, the Uber pickup.